Hello there, amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to part 2 of my Doctor Who DVD collection. So part 1, I went over all of my classic Who DVDs, like me American ones, which I've got up here and here. I am in the middle of rearranging the actual shelf to try and fit more stuff on. But here's all my modern Doctor Who DVDs. So this is basically from 2005 to 2025, including the recent release, which is basically Joy to the World. So I'm going to show you everything that I own from modern Doctor Who in this fantastic DVD collection part 2. So let's get into it. So of course we have series 1 volume 1, which is basically Rose, End of the World and the Unquite Dead. Series 1 volume 2, which has got Rose, Aliens of London, Werewolf 3 and Dalek. Series 1 volume 3, aka The Long Game, Father's Day and the Empty Child and the Doctor Dances, and Series 1 Volume 4, which is basically Boom, Bad Wolf and Parting of the Ways. And then of course I have the collector's edition of Series 1, which comes in this big TARDIS box set containing over 5 discs, containing all 4 of these, including Doctor Who Confidential, and a load of other extras, like the trailer, like the original trailer for Series 1. So I do have that one in the collection. And of course I have the 2014 re-release. Basically it was put into a skinny version, and the discs are totally different, as you can see. So I've got literally like a little leaflet here about Series 1, and you get this in the same, like in the different Blu-ray, but you get different ones. So you get like Christopher Eccleston, and then of course you've got Jackie, Rose, the Savine and the Mox of Balzoon. So yeah, you do get that one. And then of course jumping into Series 2, which is my least favourite series of modern Doctor Who. So I have Series 2 Volume 1, Series 2 Volume 2, Series 2 Volume 3, and Series 2 Volume 4, and of course Series 2 Volume 5. And then of course following it with a limited edition set where the whole box set, so if I show you, is inside this Cyberman head. So of course you take it out and you just got the limited edition Cyberman, where you get the standard one which comes with a Dalek and Cyberman. I did used to have that, but I sold it on because I just wanted to collect the limited edition ones, because this was released around at the same time as those box sets, that other box set in 2006. So yeah, that's of course Series 2. And then of course I own the remastered version of, well, the re-release, sorry, not the remastered, of Series 2. Of course this one's a little bit damaged because I bought this from CEX. I wasn't going to pay £15 when it was actually £8, so it was a couple of pounds cheaper. And of course this is what the discs look like. You've got the Doctor, Sarah Jane, then of course you've got a Cyberman, an Ood. And then of course you have a Dalek, and of course Rose, which is where the Favourite collection had the same disc as that one. And then continuing on with Series 3. So down here we have Series 3 Volume, this is the this is the Christmas episode, the Runaway Bride, one of my favourite Christmas episodes. I've watched this on Blu-ray so many times, I don't really watch DVDs anymore. And then, of course, we have Series 3, Volume 1, which has got Smith and Jones, The Shakespeare Code, and Gridlock. My favourites, well, it's my second favourite series for Doctor Who. And then, of course, we have Series 3, Volume 2, Series 3, Volume 3, and Series 3, Volume 4. And then carrying on with Series 3, so we have one of the collector's editions with the 3D painting, I Am the Master, Saxon is Your Man. And this is one of the releases. Now, Series 3 had 3 different box sets. You had the original box set, which the image should have come up by now. You had this one, and then, of course, you had another collector's edition, which is not, like, limited edition, but you kind of got, like, the Time Vortex. And then, of course, at the back, you've got the Daleks, where at the back of this one, it's just the same artwork, but different Time Vortex on the collector's editions. So I have both collector's editions for Series 3. And then, of course, we have the re-release, aka in the skinny box set, back in 2014 for Series 3. And if I just show you the discs quickly, so you got the Runaway Bride, of course you have a To-Do, Weeping Angel, Martha, Jack and the Master. So you do have all that. And then of course we have the Infinite Quest next, which is mainly a fantastic episode that was shown in Totally Doctor Who over 12 weeks as part of series 3. And it's actually quite a good adventure because I do like it. It's got Anthony Ed in it. I love Anthony Ed because I am currently in the middle of watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Anthony Ed in it, and I have watched Merlin. So yeah, I'd actually do quite like Anthony Ed. Plus he played the head Quillatane in the episode Smith and the School Reunion. Then of course series 4, which we've got up here. So we have Voyage of the Damned with Time Crash, series 4 volume 1, series 4 volume 2, series 4 volume 3, and series 4 volume 4. And then of course you've got the entire whole collector's edition from Amazon. Sorry, this is a HMV exclusive with all limited edition with the Doctor, and of course you've got the Dalek, where the other one just has Davros in the original release. And then this ain't going well, is it? Everything's starting to fall apart. Yeah, then of course I got this one, which is basically a collector's edition of series 1 to 4. Yes, the lid is a bit battered because I found this in a charity shop with the lid battered, but I wanted it just to complete in the collection. So you've got series 1 volume, the complete first series, the complete second series, the complete third series, and the complete fourth series with all the original artwork. So if I show you for the artwork, so you've got this one, which is mainly like the big TARDIS one, but it's different. And of course, if I show you the discs, they are exactly the same as in the original. So this was actually a repackaged version. Of course, then series 2, series 3, and of course series 4. And then of course after that you get inside this little booklet. So I'll show you the booklet here. So it contains everything about the first 4 series of modern Doctor Who, like so, which is brilliant in a way. And to be honest, some people don't really collect these ones because I have seen these appear more and more in charity shops over the last 2 years, and I kind of picked this up from a charity shop, but it didn't cost me, like, it only cost me a £5, but the lid was broken, so they knocked it £1 off. So basically it was £4 because I didn't want to pay a full amount for a broken lid. But what's the point paying it when basically when you go to CX it's 20 quid still brand with the whole fixed lid? So £4, ain't it, out of £5. And then of course for series 4 I have the re-release basically from 2014. Again, series 4 is my favourite series and I do quite enjoy it. Now you're probably wondering, why am I buying all these stupid Doctor Who's that are exactly the same as the other? Well, sometimes I have different stuff into them, but I'm just like a Doctor Who collector, so it doesn't really harm it collecting. So give me a minute while I quickly put this on pause. So as I was saying, this is the re-release of series 4. The discs are a little bit different, but they are the same episodes. So like you have Astrid Peth, and of course you have a Pile of Elia, Santorin, River Song, Davros, and Mickey. So yeah, it is pretty cool. I do like it, and I do like these redesigned leaflets that you get in them. And then of course carrying on with David Tennant, so we have The Next Doctor, Planet of the Dead, Dreamland, and then of course you have the autumn special for 2009 and the winter special, which is basically Waters of Mars and the End of Time in a DVD box set. And then of course you have Doctor Who the complete special. So this is all of the specials in one box set. So of course you have David Tennant walking away through the Timefall text. So basically this is like him just going, I'm going to regenerate, bye bye, don't care. Now it's kind of like that, really. And to be honest, I know some people go, but Tennant did care. I don't care. I hate the 10th Doctor's last story. And then of course this is the 2014 re-release. So basically it is these, but repackaged in a smaller case. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then of course we have series 5 volume 1 with Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor, series 5 volume 2, series 5 volume 3, sorry, series 5 volume 4, and then of course we have the like the collector's edition with the 3D version. So if I move it on camera, so you got the 3D for series 5, which is actually quite good. And this actually was my Christmas present, not last year, the year before, 2013, off my mum and dad. So this was actually pretty nice for me to open on Christmas Day, because I always wanted to try and get the holographic one. Always looked pretty cool. I honestly did. And then, of course, I have the limited edition DVD steelbook to Series 5 with the Cracking Universe. See, I do have it. Of course, this one is limited edition 2000, is it 2, no, 24782. And of course, it has all the episodes, and it is a fantastic limited edition set, and I do love it. And then, of course, I have the re-release, basically the 2014 release, where like you get for Series 1 to 7. Which, again, it's the same artwork as the limited edition one, but not as cool because it's not 3D printed. And that, is, of course, is the back. So when I do get to the modern series in my everything I own from each Doctor, you will see I own quite a lot of the modern series. Mainly a lot of Matt Smith stuff. Just because I'm a collector. That's the thing. I like to be a Doctor Who collector. Then, of course, we have A Christmas Carol, which is one of my favourite Christmas episodes. And, of course, it has Michael Gambit in it, aka Mr. Dumbledore. It has Dumbledore in it from Harry Potter. Yeah, we got Dumbledore. And then, of course, we have Series 6 Part 1 in this fantastic DVD box set. Then, of course, Series 6 Part 2. And then the last one for now, basically on top of the top row, is the DVD, basically a Series 6, the complete Series 6. Now, I paid £1 for this off a car boot sale. The actual discs are actually in great condition. Not even a scratch. It didn't have the slipcase that you get with like the fantastic lift cover for Series 6. But yeah, I didn't mind because I do have that on the skinny version. So give me a couple of minutes while we get there. And so we are back again. So now we are on the final row of my modern Doctor Who collection, including the spin-offs at the back, as you see there. So continuing on, we have the re-release of Series 6, which is basically every single episode. Now, this is what the slipcover would look like if the original DVD, the DVD I got that I only paid £1 for from the market, would have slipped up. So yeah, I do have that one. Then, of course, we have The Doctor, The Wedge and the Wardrobe, the worst Christmas special in my opinion. Series 7 Part 1. I love the fact we have classic Daleks with a modern Doctor. Series 7 Part 2. Series 7. This is the 2013 version. Now, I don't own the 2014 skinny version that was re-released at the moment. I am hoping to get that at some point. Then, of course, we have Day of the Doctor. Time of the Doctor. Deep Breath, which also comes with Doctor Who Live, which haven't been released on another DVD box set, but I think it's actually on the Peter Capaldi years in the American box set that I got, which I actually do love. Then, of course, we have Series 8, Last Christmas, Series 9 Part 1, Series 9 Part 2, The Husbands of River Song, the complete 9th series, The Return of Dr. Mysterio, Series 10 Part 1, Series 10 Part 2, and then, of course, we have the complete 10th series, so yeah, I do have that one. And then, of course, you've got Doctor Who, Time of the Doctor, Twice Upon a Time. And, of course, mine is signed by David Bradley. And he's even put the Doctor underneath his name. So, yeah, he is, to me, he is actually a Doctor. And then, of course, you have the complete 11th series. Resolution. The 12th complete series. Then, of course, you've got Revelation of the Daleks. The complete 13th series, a.k.a. Doctor Who Flux. Then, of course, you've got Eve of the Daleks and Legend of the Sea Devils, The Power of the Doctor, the 60th anniversary specials, The Church on Ruby Road, the complete Season 1, or as I call it, Season 40, or as other people call it, Series 14. I like to call it a Season 40 just because I don't really care to recall it Season 1. Like, the next season is Season 2. I call it Season 41 because it's more better for me just to basically add it all together. And then, of course, we have the most recent one, Joy to the World. And then, of course, down here we have spin-offs like Kanan and Company, A Girl's Best Friend. The Dalek Collection, which comes with the 2 Peter Cushing Dalek movies. The complete Sarah Jane Adventures of Series 1 to 5. And the collector's edition of Torchwood Series 1 to 3. And, of course, mine is signed by David Gareth Lloyd. And that's technically all of my modern Doctor Who DVD collection. That is my entire Doctor Who modern DVD collection. So, from Series 1 down to Series 40, well, season 1, sorry, I should say season 27 to season 40, or series 1 to series 14, or season 1 to series 13, and then of course season 1. So that is basically everything I own from Doctor Who from 2005 to 2024. Well, 2025 for Joy to the World. So that is all my DVD releases. I cannot wait to basically combine that back up with Morden Who now, because I'm in the middle of rearranging. But thank you for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share, and join for awesome Doctor Who content.